Yo ho ho, it's me, the ukulele teacher, here with another festive favourite. Today I'm going to teach you how to play It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. This song was written by Meredith Wilson, but was of course made famous by the likes of Bing Crosby, Michael Buble, and many others. And it really is starting to look quite a lot like Christmas, so I thought, why not? What better song to learn than... So, grab your uke. Make sure it's in tune, and when it is in tune, it should sound like this. And let's go ahead and learn It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. Before we go any further, I'm just going to go ahead and play you through a bit of the song first to give you guys a rough idea of how it'll sound when you learn it. If you'd like a song sheet so you can follow along, then sign up today to patreon.com/uketeacher, where you get a PDF song sheet with every lesson. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go, take a look in the 5 and 10, glistening once again, with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that will talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Before we go any further, I just want to say a massive thank you to Ortega Guitars for sending me this beautiful ukulele to play and for sponsoring this video. If you would like to find out more about Ortega Guitars or this particular ukulele, then check out the link in the video description below. Also, whilst you're at it, be sure to check out ukuleletees.com, your one-stop shop for awesome ukulele-themed t-shirts. These are the chords you'll need for the song. If you already know them, then skip ahead now. To play the chord of G, put your first finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And the chord of G should sound like this. To play the chord of C, just put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and the chord of C should sound like this. To play the chord of B7, bar the 2nd fret with your 1st finger. That means you push down on all 4 strings at the same time. Then add your 2nd finger to the 3rd fret of the 3rd string, and the chord of B7 should sound like this. To play the chord of E7, put your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 4th string, your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and the chord of E7 should sound like this. To play the chord of A minor, put your 1st finger or 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and the chord of A minor should sound like this. To play the chord of D, bar the 2nd fret with your 1st finger once again, then add your 4th finger to the 5th fret of the 1st string, and the chord of D should sound like this. I use my 2nd and 3rd fingers on the 3rd and 4th fret to give me a little bit of extra support. And it also means that when I go to D7, all I have to do is lift off my 4th and 3rd finger, and then D7 is just the bar on the 2nd fret with your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And the chord of D7 should sound like this. And to play the chord of A7, just put your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 3rd string. And the chord of A7 should sound like this. To play the chord of B7, bar that 2nd fret once again, and then add your 2nd finger to the 3rd fret of the 3rd string, and the chord of B7 should sound like this. And to play the chord of E minor, put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and your 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and the chord of E minor should sound like this. Now this song has a lovely swing feel to it, so all the way through I'm playing a nice and gentle down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Whatever chord I'm playing, that is the pattern that I'm playing with my right hand. So for example, the first line of the chords are G to C to G, and here I play that down, down, up pattern once on the G, once on the C, and then twice again on the G, like this. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Then the the second line, the chords are B7 to C to E7, and here I play it twice on the B7, then once on the C and once on the E7, like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then the next line, there are 4 chords, so you just play it once on each chord. A minor to D to D7 to A minor, like this. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then the fourth line, there are 4 chords again, so you just play it once on each of those chords again. D to A7 to A minor to D, like this. 1, 1, 1, 1. So let's put that all together and play through the first half of the first verse. Should sound like this. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look in the 5 and 10, glistening once again, with candy canes and silver lanes aflow. It's and then that takes you into the second half of the verse, which starts off the same as the first half of the verse. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, toys in every store. But the third and fourth line are different. So in the third line, the 4 chords are A minor to B7 to G to E7, playing it once on each of those, like this. A minor, B7, G, E7. And then the final line of the verse, the chords are A minor to D7 to G. And here you play it once on A minor and D7 and twice on G, like this. A minor, D7, G. So let's put that all together and play through the verse. It should sound something like this. 1, 2, 3. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look in the 5 and 10, glistening once again, with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. And that takes us into our chorus. And here I just start to play downstrokes all the way through on each chord. So the first line of the chord is B7 to E7 to B7 to E minor. And here I play 4 downstrokes on that first B7, and then just 1 downstroke on the remaining chords of E7, B7 and E minor. So it should sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1. And then the second line, the chords are D7 to A7 to D7 to A7 to D. And here I play 2 downstrokes on the first D7 and A7, and then again 1 downstroke on D7, A7 and D. So that'll sound like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. And then the third line is very similar. D7 to A7, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then A minor, D7 and D, like this. 1, 1, 1. And put that all together and it should sound like this. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dogs that will talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mum and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. Then you go into verse 2, which has exactly the same chords as verse 1, and then you just repeat the chorus to finish the song. Again, a reminder, if you'd like a song sheet to help you put the whole thing together, then sign up today to patreon.com/uteacher. Otherwise, that's how to play It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. And again, if you have any more requests for future Christmas lessons, then let me know ASAP in the comments below, and I will get to work on them as soon as I possibly can. I've been the Ukulele Teacher, and I'll be back again soon with some more great lessons and videos for you. Otherwise, until next time, I love you all, and I wish you the best.